Right, well, hello everyone. Welcome to today's adventure. So we are at the American Treasure Tour Museum. Behind me, very excited to see this. Read a lot about it online. So it should be a nice little Kish roadside attraction. We're right here, not too far from Valley Forge Park. So let's go inside. Let's check this out. Should be pretty awesome. So let's go. Traveling around and come with me. Alright, we just got in here. It was $18. So they have a tram tour that takes you through the toy shop. So that's at 2:30. So we're gonna look around here and I'll show you some of the coolest stuff in this museum. So we have a lot of old-time pianos. Musically inclined, old Wurlitzer. You see the old-timey how it spins in there. Old-timey pianos here. There's different styles of pianos that they have. This one here is about 1926. Got a little world of miniatures here. Very well done. I think that's supposed to be Central Park. Very nice. Here's some cool little miniatures up here. Dolly's place. An old barber shop. Johnson. Indiana Jones. That's pretty cool. We got Godzilla back there. Looks like they have a little bit of the Indian movies there. That's pretty cool. You're an Indiana Jones fan. A lot of pop cultural stuff here. You got Headless Horseman, Phantom. Here's a Raggedy Ann collection. Little knickknacks here, Raggedy Ann. Everything you could possibly want. This whole thing's Raggedy Ann. Different ornaments here. All the dolls up there, Raggedy Ann dolls. You got slippers, you got the Raggedy Andy dolls. I never collected Raggedy Ann or Andy. My mom did. My mom had one of these, but I never collected them. Here's a relic of the past. Rotary phones. So I didn't have one of these. I had a push button phone. But my grandmother had some of these. And you definitely don't see these anymore. And those are the Zim phones. I wonder if you gave kids this, I wonder if they would know how to use it. That one's a really old one there too. Yeah, we had something similar like this when I was a kid. Where you would dial. This is more. That's more like what we had. And we definitely had these. Yeah. We definitely had these in our house. We'd pick up and just dial the number. It's all cell phones now. It's a cool little phone there. The elephant. There's the dialer, and then the earpiece is up there. So that's a neat little phone right there. Some of these older ones here. These are really old cell phones. I think I had one of those when it first came out too. Definitely had a flip phone. The answering machine. Yes, my mom. So we always had. So these are the ones that had an answering machine with it. And when you got rid of the rotary ones, we got the ones with the answering machine. This was considered a step up. Well before the advent of cell phones, this is how you leave messages. And these are super old here. These are well before my time. Probably my grandparents had these, or my great-grandparents. Here's some really old-timey music boxes. So this is about circa 1900. So well before. Yeah, that's a stellar. It's around 1900. Yeah, these. So that's the really early record players. So what have these have grooves in there, and with the way that it spins around, when it hits the groove, so that'll move up and down, and when it hits the groove, it will play the song. Pretty neat to see how technology advanced here. Really cool accordions. Not something you see today, but still pretty neat to see them. So the world's first accordion was introduced in 1822 by Friedrich Buschmann, a Berlin, Germany-based musician. You can read more about that there. And they have all the old records up there. Oh, your Kate Smith, Sweethearts. All sorts of little mini record labels up there. Alright, here's a diorama. 40 of the greatest horror films. So let's see if you can find them in here. Write down what you see. One of my favorite movies here. This is Tremors, for those that haven't seen it. Starring Kevin Bacon and Michael Gross. Very awesome film. And they have aliens. Very cool. And then for all you Disney fans, here is the Tower of Terror. Alright, we're in the next room. So this has all the cars and the toys, and we're going to wait for the tram ride to go through the toy shop, but I'll take you around a little bit in this second room. Pretty fascinating stuff so far. Alright, here is a 1917 Ford Model T. See the wheels, how the design was. Here's some old hot rod cars. Here's a Vespa, 1960 Vespa. These didn't work out too good, but I mean, look how tiny they were. Tiny, tiny, tiny stuff. Old signs back there. 422 golf signs. Mickey. This whole warehouse is just filled with, oh, you want to glow in the dark or fluorescent silverware? There you go. Grover's Mill Alien. See how it all goes down. Cars down this way. And we're going to take the tram in a minute and we'll go back into where the good stuff is, probably. So I'll take you there. Dodger sign, even though we're in Philadelphia. Oh, here you go for all you Star Wars. There's a R2-D2. Trash can, cotton candy.
They're so cool.
Oh yeah, here's another blast from the past. A VCR. And a video disc player, which I don't have. VCR, I definitely have those. I think I still have one. It's in my closet. All VHS tapes. I have a bunch of VHS tapes too, but it's all the different movies down here. VCR, it's a Sega, old Sega. go on the train ride and see what's back there.
Pop Culture Museum on the Planet. This area of the museum we call the Toy Box, and you are about to view a collection amassed by one man who wishes to remain anonymous. We honor that request, as he wants the items collected to be the stars of the show. His passion has brought together one of the world's largest collections of pop culture from the 1870s to present day. The collection is constantly evolving, and we like to say there is always room for more. As you continue looking right, say hello to Dora the Explorer in the Soapbox Derby car. Today she is being co-piloted by Alf. On the left, we have a replica of a Conestoga wagon, along with Cowboy Bob. Real Conestoga wagons that traveled across this great country were actually 18 feet long and 11 feet high and could carry up to 12,000 pounds of cargo. The blue 1956 Thunderbird. This is a beautiful sports car equipped with a hardtop convertible. These models were made for 3 years between 1955 to 1957 and designed to compete with the Chevrolet Corvette. For a family car, look no further than the next car on the right and you will find a 1958 Studebaker station wagon. The price of this automobile when it first arrived in the showroom was $1,776. We have around 70 classic vehicles here in the museum, some of which you get to see on foot and some from the tram. If you love cars, make sure you pick up a brochure. If you would shift your focus to the left, we have 3 circus wagons filled with delightful automacy was coming to our big cities. At the same time, mass production of plate glass was developed. Therefore, storefronts opened up with large display areas and the art of window dressing began. At that time, most people did not have electricity in their homes, and the public was captivated by the moving displays and electric lights in the store windows. Just like the mechanical music you will hear today, these displays were early forms of marketing. You went where the beautiful music and interesting moving objects were located, and the businesses hoped that you would come. Behind them are Dodgem bumper cars that represent the 1950s. Following them, there is a 1930 roller coaster carriage made by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. This carriage is wooden and was made at a time before there were safety regulations. No seatbelts or lap bars on this ride. You just held on and prayed when you went speeding down the hills of the roller coaster. Calamity Jane. She has a gun in her holster, whiskey in her boot, and a custom-made cowgirl hat. Now that is what we call really good ranch dressing right there. In the back and one in the front. This was made in the early 1970s. Elvis Presley had one just like it. Our collector loves Elvis, so he had to have one too. You ain't nothing but a Next to the Rupp are beautiful red, white, and blue Stars and Stripes motorcycles. They were made in California and custom built to resemble the iconic motorcycle Captain America from the 1969 movie Easy Rider, starring Peter Fonda. But the star of the show in this aisle is the first self-propelled wheelchair invented in this country. Here on the left, we have the Custer chair, designed by Levitt Luzerne Custer and introduced in 1916 in Dayton, Ohio, where Mr. Custer lived. The wheelchair we have on display is battery operated and used mostly indoors. After the shoe is the gigantic Ronald McDonald in his blue jumpsuit, followed by a bicycle built for 7. This red bike is called a Kobe, which is short for Conference Bike. Designed in San Francisco, there are 300 of these bikes in 18 different countries around the world. You will see all kinds of bicycles here at the American Treasure Tour, including the early penny farthing. glitzy, sequined mummer costumes. The mummers are a Philadelphia tradition, and their first official parade was on New Year's Day in 1901. The history of the mummers is as colorful as their costumes and began as rivalries between Philadelphia neighborhoods. The last display is from the state of Minnesota and was made by a husband and wife team, John and Hilda Newman. They displayed this miniature fairground in their appliance store window. We are now in the band organ room. That machine we just heard is the second band organ in on your right. It's the nice blue color. It is an artisan band organ from North Tonawanda, New York. That's up by Niagara Falls. And you may be surprised to hear that its identical twin sister is just to the left of it, the machine that appears to be green. We've repainted the blue into the 2009 Guinness Book of World Records. It was constructed by just one man, Steve Gooman. He's from Connecticut, and he constructed this castle from 396,000 popsicle sticks, and it is held together by 4 gallons of Elmer's glue. Before we listen... The machine you just heard is located in the front right corner of the room and is golden yellow in color. It is the Wurlitzer Model 165. It was the last band organ the Wurlitzer Company ever made. It was shipped to Griffith Park in Los Angeles, California in 1939, where it accompanied a carousel for many years. There are only 11 of these machines left in the world, and we have 3 of them here at the American Treasure Tour Museum. You will hear the other 2 play later in your tram ride. Just up ahead on your left, you will find one of the most recognizable families in America, The Simpsons. The Simpsons are the longest-running primetime show in television history. They started in 1989. In the corner of this room, you will find the giant papier-mâché Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. They were the prized possession of Irene Higgins and were donated in her memory by her daughters. They are ones that could have filled a whole wall on their own. They were early forms of marketing and were meant to attract people from a distance. Miss Fay also painted cartoon characters and clowns. So sit back, relax, enjoy the artwork, the miniatures on your left, and some more music.
fantastic tram tour, very interesting. So we're just walking around here, see what else we is to see, and then we'll probably wrap this up. But awesome, come check it out, the American Treasure Tour Museum. As it says, it's American treasure. All right, well that was absolutely fantastic. The American Treasure Tour Museum. I believe this is in OAKS, Pennsylvania, which is just outside Valley Forge National Historical Park. Definitely well worth checking out. If you like pop culture, Americana history stuff, old-timey, trip back to time. It's a can't miss here. And don't forget to take the tram tour. The tram tour is fantastic. The toy box. So that'll wrap it up from OAKS, Pennsylvania, American Treasure Tour. We will see you in the next adventure.